Barça won the league, but many will ask, what now? Are the remaining matches still interesting? Do fans want to watch Barça's upcoming games? Who could join or miss out on the starting 11? And above all, are we going to see the record-breaking Barça? Why am I talking about records? I'll tell you right now. Hit the like button, subscribe, because there are many things we're going to see in this video about the potential starting 11. As always, rolling up our sleeves and putting ourselves in Hansi Flick's shoes. Hey, let me tell you something. We're going back to the old setup. Come on, give a like just for the setup. It's awesome. It's been a while since I've been here, and I enjoy returning to places where we were happy. Let's look at the potential starting 11, and I'll share something new. Alavés versus FC Barcelona at Mendizorroza, with an Alavés that's going to be fighting to avoid relegation. Barça, as you know, has already won the league, so they're not playing for anything at all. For me, I want to see a few things from the team, especially what I'll say now about the record. But above all, focusing a bit on what we're going to see, I think the first thing is that it's a team that's going to go out there to try to beat Barça, of course. They're going to give it their all. Why? Because right now, the lower mid-table part of the standings is crazy. I mean, it's incredible because Alavés is currently in the relegation zone, but if they win their match, they could almost reach the middle of the table. I mean, they would have more than 40 points, and that would make the Alavés side, well, like I said, very happy if they managed to get the win. But anyway, it's clear that Barça isn't going to give up, not at all, nor are they going to make the league, well, I don't know, less attractive, right? Because I think that in the end, if Barça doesn't give 100%, that's when things get ugly, really, right? Barça has to play their game. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. And if they draw, well, they drew. But I think Flick is also going to focus on giving minutes to players who maybe haven't had as much, I don't know, continuity, as much prominence over the course of the season so far, right? Players like Valde and Koundé, for example. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's what we'll see now. And I'm telling you, don't leave the video, by the way, because I'm going to tell you about two teams that already reached 100 points, which, by the way, is also why we're here. It's what I mentioned earlier in the video. I mean, Barça is playing to achieve a record that only two teams have managed. Why does Barça really care about winning this match, the next one, and the other one, Valencia and Betis? I mean, let me tell you something. It would be awesome if Barça could reach 100 points because they would go down in history as one of the teams that have reached this number, which is a very nice number. And I think this would be very appealing. At the end of the video, I'll tell you which two teams those are and which season we're talking about. But anyway, let's get to the point. I want to see the possible starting 11 for FC Barcelona now. First, let's start with the goalkeeper, which is one of the uncertainties mentioned at the start of the video. Let me tell you something. Joan Garcia is also close to winning the league's Zamora. So is it good for Barça if Joan Garcia plays? Yes. There is a minimum number of matches that need to be played. Therefore, Joan Garcia must play that match. The fewer goals he concedes, the better, since that could help him win the Zamora for the fewest goals allowed in the league. That's a big incentive. Therefore, I was going to ask, would you like Joan Garcia to play or Chesnik? Of course, I think Joan Garcia should play. Once this is achieved, which I don't know if it will be before the last match day, then after that Chesnik can get his chance too without any problem. I'm putting Joan Garcia here as my goalkeeper. He's the goalkeeper for all the Keulers and is having a fantastic season. Let's move on to defense. Because based on the last match, I think we're going to see several changes. The first one I would put here is Jules Koundé. At left back, at least for me, I'll ask you all in a moment, of course, I would put Alejandro Valde. Yes, I would. Watch out here. I would keep Gerard Martin in as well. Look, this is just my opinion. But of course, I want to know yours too. Let me know in the comments who your goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, and forwards would be. But I think at least I would play like this. With Valde on the left, Koundé on the right, Gerard Martin, and here I would put Araujo. I mean, I don't want anyone to think that we don't like Araujo on this channel. Araujo is a player we care about a lot. I've already given my opinion, and I've said that for me, Captain, thank you very much, but I think Araujo should be sold. By the way, we'll make videos about transfers and everything. We'll talk about all of this. But I also, for the last league matches, to give him that reward for his career at Barça in case he does leave, which isn't certain at all, right? But I would sell him. So I would put Araujo alongside Gerard Martin in defense, of course. Cubarsí, sure. Eric Garcia could play perfectly well. Anyway, there are players out there, more than enough to fill out the lineup. That would be my defense. Let's move on to the midfield. I'll tell you something. In the midfield, I'm going to leave one spot open for you to choose. So, who would you like to see in that spot? Would you like to see, well, I don't know, Gabi there? Would you like to see Frankie de Jong? Anyway, we'll see. I'll tell you two players and leave one for you to choose. I'll pick the first because I want everyone at their best, but I'll share my players. I'm going to put Bernal here because I think he definitely deserves to be in this lineup. And I'm going to put Casado here. Bernal and Casado up front. Would you like Pedri to play? Would you like Gabi to play? Or even put Casado a bit further back? Would you like Frankie de Jong to play? You're going to choose this position, okay? So write in the chat, hey, I'd like Bernal and Casado to be joined by whoever you want. Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Gabi, or whoever you want, okay? Or even Fervin too, because I think he could also play in that area. Let's move on to the forwards. But first, I'm going to tell you what I said at the beginning of the video. I'm going to give you the two teams that reached 100 points. One is Tito Villanova's Barça, which achieved those 100 points. The first was Real Madrid in the 2011-2012 season, that is, a year earlier with Jose Mourinho, who, by the way, is being mentioned for Real Madrid right now. And those are the two teams that reached 100 points. Flick's Barça could also get into that fight to make history. So, look, I'll leave you with that fact. Please hit the like button. I worked hard and did my research to share this in the video. There you have it. I think we should make history, and I think Flick's Barça deserves it. Let's continue with the attack. In the attack, I would still go for Rashford. And you're going to ask me, why Ira? Well, look, it's very simple. He's a player who's right there on the edge. Like, should I stay? Should I not stay? And he needs to step up. So, in the 3 league games Barça has left, I think Rashford has to be the starter. Why? Because he has to convince us. It's true that he's already scored a lot of goals and given a lot of assists this year. There are a lot of people who are very happy. I am too, but I don't know if he's at the point where he should stay or not. I'm also asking you in the chat, please, and answer me. Would you keep Rashford? Yes or no for next year? We have to pay 30 million, so we have to decide whether to pay it or not. Rashford on the left. On the right wing, I would put Ronnie Vale. I would put Ronnie Vardegi. There it is. Ronnie, who, well, also has had very few minutes this year. So basically, for the rest of the season, that's what I would do. Also, considering that Lamine Yamal isn't available since he's injured. And Rafinha is also going to play very little. Well, since he's coming back from an injury, I don't think he's going to play much either. Vardegi on the right, Rashford on the left, and up front, Robert Lewandowski, the games he has left as well. I think, although, well, they're saying there's a negotiation going on, but I believe this is basically going to be Lewandowski's last season. So for the games he has left, he should start. Barça yesterday, Barça today, Barça always. Please support this video a lot. Thank you always. Thank you.